Hello guys, today it's about Why Him. So Why Him is a rom com movie. I believe it's a rom com movie, comedy romance. That's rom com basically. So is the movie bad or good? So people say this movie is very bad, and some people say it's very good. I am kind of in the middle of this movie. There are some very funny moments in the movie, and yeah. So basically, this movie can be summed up in one word. You know, the main girl of the movie gets a boyfriend. Her father does not approve of him for a reason because there and basically his father is trying to do everything in his power to get them to break up so they're not together anymore, which is a pretty scummy move. And also the daughter didn't tell him about any of this stuff, and also his father done everything in his is trying to do everything in his basically he did everything in his power to basically try to make sure they don't are not together anymore. War. And yeah, basically because it's not as bad as some other movies like this in the movie where basically his father because of a relationship he because it would ruin the relationship if this goes with this guy or something like that. It's not as bad as those types of movies, but it is still pretty funny. It's not a bad movie. And yeah, this movie was pretty alright as it was. There was some pretty comedic moments in the movie, but again, I watched it on TV and they cut out like some scenes on TV for some reason, and it was the same thing with Rambo. They were cutting out when I watched Rambo the first time. It was on TV. They were cutting out scenes for Rambo that were deemed too inappropriate for TV, and they didn't put him, so we had it. So I watched, so that I got the Rambo collection. First of all, to get the fifth movie, and second of all, they had all these scenes. They had so we can see all the scenes that were cut out of the movie. Basically, they had all these scenes that were cut out of the movie, and it was pretty annoying that they cut out all these scenes of the movie. And this movie also had scenes cut out of it, the movie for no reason. Basically, no reason they cut out scenes as well. What's rarely ever happens. It's only when don't want people to see inappropriate scenes they cut them out. So that kind of always annoying. But even then, the movie was still pretty funny. Like they were trying to keep this movie. Oh, this movie's still rated R. Yeah, they were trying to like at the beginning they were like trying to keep the movie PG-13 by swear by say not saying the F word, but then they started saying other swear words in the movie, but they didn't want to say the F word. That was pretty funny. So yeah, this movie was basically it's another R-rated rom-com movie because they swear a lot in the movie. There's a couple of inappropriate scenes in the movie. Of course, they were cut out on the TV version, but they still kept in. I wouldn't be surprised if they censored so yeah, this movie is still it's still okay. So I'll give it it's definitely better than Tag, but at least Tag had a good story. So this is basically a 6.7 out of 10. I think would round out to a 7 out of 10 on IMDb because that's how IMDb is. They don't have you can't have give a movie a 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb. Same thing with Metacritic as well, which is kind of annoying that you can't give movies specific scores because it is that pretty annoying. So I still enjoyed this movie, but it was not a perfect movie. So that's basically it. Goodbye.